Hello, welcome, and a good evening. I wanted to show you one of the daily races that I was in recently. I thought I did pretty well. It is one of the Monza older F1 car daily races. As you can see here, we're just lining up here in P5 in VR mode, obviously. And we're off to a decent start. I also like to leave the traction control on to 1, at least in the first lap if there's a car I don't know. And at this point I will get a small love tap from the back, unfortunately, and P1 probably goes to P last. And at this point I am realizing that I cannot keep up to the car in front, unfortunately, because I have some body damage, I would imagine, from that shunt. Probably more of that body damage, also some mechanical damage, and it's holding me back quite clearly, as you can tell here, losing some position. Back to P4, although this is some nice racing from the guy in front of me. Didn't really go too wide, gave me lots of space, which was, all in all, this race was pretty enjoyable that way. People were pretty respectful in general, except for obviously that shunt. Going onto the straight now, turned off traction control as I feel pretty confident in the vehicle right now. Trying to make sure there's nobody in my blind spots again, and also showing off the PSVR2. In this corner I get a great exit. As you can see, I'll just reel in P2 in front of me while just looking them straight in the face. Laughing at them, not really, but it was pretty exciting to pass them in VR. Now I'm starting to think that I might even get a shot at P1. P1, reeling it in right now. Long straight. I just wanted to highlight again how much I enjoyed this race and the people in it. As you can see, they were pretty respectful, leaving the space. Side by side, this was actually pretty cool. Still really cannot get over how cool it is to race side by side in PSVR2, just because you have that sense of speed and the sense of, you know, how big the cars are around you, the sense of space. It's something else. It's really something you can't really explain well without showing it all in real life, and just a flat screen cannot do that. But enough said about that. Not sponsored. In this particular spot here in the race, you do see them in my mirrors, as they might be an inch away from me. They're actually going to reel me in a bit, trying to keep left, but I figured I had enough space to go back to the right and take the proper line, even though I'm losing some speed in these corners. Had a little bit of understeer, and I go off completely. Now it's only a matter of time before they catch up with me. I did end up getting a 0.5 second penalty by going over curbs just like that, even though it wasn't the 0.5 from that. Almost lost the vehicle even in that particular spot, but I did manage to get a sizable gap between me and the person behind me. That 0.5 seconds in the beginning of that straight is pretty painful, just because you lose so much time by the end. And as you can see, we are side by side. I'm really hugging the inside. At this point I was trying to squeeze them as much as I could while still being fair. Smart move from the opponent. Did move over a little bit to avoid a collision. I wasn't really trying to get into a collision, just trying to get pretty close, which is pretty awesome, and you can see what's happening beside you. You can get pretty close. You can even stick a wheel on the inside with these cars. Out braking last second. I thought that was a good idea. Got a little bit of curb, and we are back in P2. The name of the game now will be keep the car behind you as much as you could, because it is the final lap. I know my dreams for P1 are gone, but I know I could and should keep that P2 position till the end of the race. Brake a little early here, but I did manage to keep him behind me. Again, in the mirrors, you can see him creeping up on me again. We now come to the final portion of the track. One more long corner to go and we will be P2. P3 is nowhere in sight. I believe they took a corner a little bit too hard or too slow. Either way, they're not there. I'm just happy with my P2. Really enjoying these cars. I ended up not buying one when I could for the 2.5 mil in-game credits. Really should have. Really regret it now, but I'm sure they will be back. And here we go. We end up being P2. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Just showing off the PSVR2 a little bit and these cars on this track. I thought that was pretty great. If you have any recommendations for future videos, please let me know in the comments, and like and subscribe if you can. Thank you very much. See you next time.